Ant farm. Resuming. Picking up the slack. Mole Man the second. Rest in peace, builder. And digger. the life of this blood. The lifeblood of a colony. So last time we built a way to process all of this oxygen just in time for it to go dormant for 50 days. So now we need to build an actual lung. What did my dupes in is that they walked into the volcano to take a breath. Which caused them to be wounded so much they suffocated on the way out. Wild stuff. You need water. We have water. We build this temp shift plating out of ice. Just build the back wall out of ice. The heater will melt it. How's everyone feeling about recent events? Hey, Speed Racer. You've been with us since the start. The last surviving member. They've gotten over the deaths. That's good. Not quite hot enough for you guys yet. Oxygen is bountiful. Got a new toy. Right, the plan is to tap into this water. This water will fuel the lung. Quite warm. At least this thing's dormant. So quite hot, though. You love to see that. Just working out. Someday he will go to space. She will go to space. And the hatcheries are online. Our automated hatcheries. These guys will grab eggs and coal. Eggs come up here. Go in the pile of eggs. Coal goes down below. For now, it just gets dropped on the floor here. Eventually I'll build a power room, but... And food is abundant. So oxygen, the way oxygen will work. These are the hydrogen tanks. I haven't put down the hydrogen generator yet. I can put you guys. You have to be on the main line. Yeah, we'll build it right here. Come on. Sometimes the tools get a little upset. Put it right there. Alright, the power of all this needs to go up. Hey, it's all right here. I may as well collect it. This is all poison. Hey, we need a... We need a decorator. To round out the crew. Ranching, cooking, another crab. I'll take the metal. Metal is good. I like metal. Too cold to grow meal. It's fine. We have plenty of mealwood. When this is on, this room would be full of oxygen. But alas. Like a step one, this would give us a... I don't like the long way around to get to the power room. Once this is done, I'm going to seal this off again. Almost warm enough to grow trees. Alright, so all this one's doing is possibly powering a door we're not using. Just throw down a space heater right here. This will start warming up this area outwards. Should start considering the robo mining. Just for free stuff. And do we have any toys? Mark, oh yeah, you need to learn how to dig over there. Alright, it's no longer cooking them to walk past this. So I'm thinking, because power inherently is warm, I could breach the bottom of base. Where to put those things, huh? Reach the bottom of the base, put like a service corridor here. This would allow us to reach here. And since the shipping layer is already right there, this could be, down here can be coal. I punch a hole here, we come down. It's a shit job, but someone has to do it. Like, I'd like to see this just continue down. So we punch a hole like over here, or something. Like right here, we punch a hole, we come down. This will let them get into Atmo suits to enter, to then go into the sub-base. The corridor, I can put all sorts of stuff in here. Let them go into the sub-basement where coal, possibly wood, hydrogen can move over there. Alright, we can now super hard dig. That is not what we need for our next toy to play with. Now let's be on the lookout for any others. Haven't been given any tools to make power with. Exploratory tunnel. Probably be the next thing to do. We are allowed to dig through this. What is it we can't? What's super duper? Obsidian. Building this will go a little faster. There's some oxygen out here. Polluted, but still oxygen. Unpleasant. Pop this open at some point. Still have a lot of base we can use interior-wise. The synchronized sleep. Every now and then, see if... At this point, the critter count will only change if one passes. It's now warm enough to grow a tree. 2 tree. 3 tree. Okay. Next thing to work on. Throw down the wiring, and this guy's safe, so let's finish the volcano while it's safe to do so. Wiring, then the heart of the lung, and the fuel of the lung. It's dormant. This is all the water we get. Every tool we get turns off as soon as we get there. It is negative 22 degrees out here. It is chilly. I mean, if you're cold, just go stand next to the volcano. It's like 300 degrees over here. Oh boy. I have 48 days to close this door. I could just do this and lock it. Is there anything left to research? Guess we'll grab that. We'll need to upgrade our wires eventually. Eventually we'll need to rewire this mess with heavier wires. Actually, it looks pretty clean. Done a bang up job with that. Builder, decorator. Neither. Don't need a slime puff. This is the running situation where we don't need. No thanks, home base. Yeah, the oxygen only turn on when there's something to eat. And I'm feeding piss into it. We have plenty of it. It's no longer freezing in here. The insulated pipe, I probably made a huge difference. Someone's about to get themselves trapped over here. Hold on. Flooring first. Always build the escape first. It's just so cute. Beep. Displaying a piece of abyssalite. How is Mr. Logistics doing? Your only job is really just... job is to clean. The base was very dirty. Now things are stored. This is very dirty. Clean the bedrooms. It's very cold in the bedrooms. Could do something about that. Like, insulate the rest of the building. No ventilation in a lot of these either. Where's coal out and about? We get ourselves a lot of free coal. Just a tube of coal. Room for one more. You know the kind of rooms we could be using? We have bedrooms. Bathroom. Hall. For banquet hall we need something to display. Kitchen doesn't do anything for you. Massage clinic doesn't do anything for you. That lowers stress, which we're fine. Everyone's happy. No illness on Coal Planet. Power plant. That could be helpful. Well, I should factor that in. I've never used this. I should give it a shot. Since we're pretty low on power generation, that might help. Don't need... Food is abundant, that's not a problem. A recreational room. It's just a building and a decor. Could put a party room up here. Then parks. Right, that part's done. Next up. All of this, but prioritize the way out. Nice. Go fast. Anything else here? Don't care about disease. Eventually we'll need to desalinate. There is salt water. Where was the beach? There's a beach over here. These wires can handle more current than in the original one. You're a little overstressed. You never warm this up enough. Just getting there. We'll be able to actually make Atmos suits. And I'll just lock this when the time comes in 40 days. Maybe that's how long it will take me to chew through this water? I don't know when this turns back on. We'll figure it out eventually. Another oxyfern. And oxygen is... or carbon dioxide's happening over here. Throw that together real quick. You're a little overstressed as well. Oxygen's still doing fine. What I don't want to do is turn this on yet. Yeah, sensor first. I can just tell all these don't run. There we go. This way it just won't turn on. And both of these are hydrogen. Right? Correct. Okay. On decorator. 10 builder. Pretty amazing. Yeah, we'll have to figure out the decorations another time. Maybe with a 13th dupe, or maybe just someone who learns how to do it. It's on their spare time. Or just take some salt water. There's a pipe in there too? I just remove those. It's fine. You're doing alright. No water in there. Well, if they build these, get an influx of water. Alright, we gotta build these automated wires. Just eating. Yeah, 9. Eating power. Just sending carbon dioxide into the base. Someone, shut this thing off. Carbon dioxide that goes in the base won't bother anything. Tiny bits of chlorine won't bother anything. 160 degrees. It'll warm things up a bit. Alright, so this is all fixed. Now I can enable this. It's top priority, it's fine. Get some water thawed out. Takes a while to build these things, but that means they'll get better at building. Faster. What it'll do, sitting next to here, it'll just melt. Yeah, as it did immediately. Well, this thing's 270 degrees, so you would think it would melt this ice pretty quickly, but... Looking good, guys. Getting good work done. The water is below this now. We're gonna lose some of this water. That's fine. Oh well. A Nosh beam has... Alright, you... Super Doctor. Super duper Doctor. That'd be funny if that's actually how it went. Oh, sweet. Salvage some of this water. Or it falls into the swamp. Alright, so desalinator. You guys work on that. We'll decide how we're gonna handle desalination. If we bring things in to desalinate to toss it into the reservoir, but I guess it might just be as simple as this. Desalinator. Salt water goes there. Puts bottles into pipes. Yeah, there we go. Grab that. We're not gonna need this. There's no disease on Cold Planet. Nothing lives. Alright, so salt goes into here. I'll wait till I have all the tools. Put it like here. We have room. We don't need to be on top of each other for everything. Well, most of this will probably be ranching for various animals. Ah, the Red Mage. You can learn to build. You're doing good work. Almost there. We almost have oxygen again, guys. Oxygen is doing fine. Algae is holding out very well. Like, even 90 days in, we have 24 tons of algae. Like, we could run things more ice melted. Good. Where is my... There it is. You, the lone oxygen diffuser, who is powering the entire base. I need to do something about the cold. You're also in the room that has ice sitting on the floor. It's cold enough. I should do something about this. I whip out the fireman poles on the outskirts. So hard to draw a straight line with my mouse. Well, let me draw it behind the oxyfern? We're gonna find out. They're not going to start to work on this until they finish the lung anyway. Carbon dioxide is gap pooling here, but we have the extra oxyfern now. Water. Pumping. Into here. Good. Good. Then, if there is more than 500 grams, flip the switch. What do you mean there's not more than... There's more... Yeah, turn on. There we go. You know what? If it's not a vacuum, pump. In this room, there's going to be a tiny bits of carbon dioxide. We'll pump that into here. Let's lock this. No one go in here to grab a breath. Eventually they get all the poison out, and then we can throttle this a bit. Oxygen and hydrogen come through the filters. How many of these did I build? Over here, I built a few. Hydrogen then goes into the hydrogen generator. Some buffering in the hydrogen generator. Oxygen then comes into the buffer. Comes up here to be warmed up by the volcano. The volcano's off, so we need to do something about collecting more. Yeah, but... steal some of this residual heat from the volcano. To heat our base. Going in at -2 and it's coming out at 80. The radiant pipe might be too much. We'll find out soon. You got a decorator for me? You got some seeds for me. Need a decorator to round out the dozen people. This will maximize how much heat can be sucked into the pipe. And now it's going in at -12, -4, coming out at 100. I'll need to change this back when the volcano erupts again. 3,000 degree. At one point, I was accidentally spitting like 400 degree carbon dioxide into my base. There, steal this heat, send it into the base. Should fix the ventilation next. Next project. Ventilation in the apartments. We'll worry about heat later. First, you can breathe. Kill 8 critters in both. No one's passed. We'll get there. Guess I could throttle this with a valve. Continue to work your way to space. Still, hey, how's our Moleman the Second? You are 2,500 points away from being able to dig like your predecessor. Oh, this is built. A brain pod. 2 brain pods in one map? 2 brain pods in one map. If I run power down here, we can turn this on. Meanwhile, bottle filler. Surfboard. Not really here for lore. The game is good enough. Get some free material up here. Next task, turn the Robo Miner on, let it do its job. Doing all this, did it give me the sight of another toy? Yes. There's the next toy. I'm gonna slam this door shut. Igneous rock over here. I want to analyze this, see when my water supply will turn back on. Then I'll slam a door shut. Then we adventure. Alright, bottle drainer. Now we can do this. Now we can get the desalinator ready. Yeah, this is as good a place as any for it. Desalinator goes here. Reservoir there. Bottle drainer here. And then give me some pipes. Salt comes this way. This salt will join this and go into the salt reservoir. Salt goes in here. Water comes out. Now the only thing is how much you cost. $480. Any of my power lines can handle that. You technically can. What are the odds that we're going to be running the grill? I'm definitely never going to be running both of these at once. You're actually being stressed. Your potential load is not that high. I'm not running this space heater. Running this one. Made of aluminum. You're actually not unneeded anymore. We don't need any of these aluminum ones. Yeah, I'll run that off you. And there we go. I really should put a valve here to adjust how much water is allowed to come out. Because if this just sits still here too long, it's gonna freeze. I don't want that. Momentary interruption. One moment. Looks like we are successfully stealing the heat from the volcano. And now we can really start to work on melting this ice. Snow is allowed in here too. I'll put the polluted ice over here. I have 2 more oxyfern. Okay, that doesn't work. I have 1 more oxyfern. Hydrogen helps pay for... Like, the hydrogen generators helps pay for this. To some degree. Majestic. Couple crab made it down there. I'm doing good there. $1,400 more points so we can get through here. Build that. At least this is breathable. I'll have an easier time doing this. Breathable till I puncture the chlorine. Yo, he is having a time. Look at him go. You're gonna be stuck. Guys, floors, please. Good. Alright, we'll have water again in 40 days. Damn it. No. Pushing everyone to their limits here. Alright, let's close this so that when this does erupt in 40 days, the water won't flow back into the swamp. Well, we'll have oxygen for 40 days. There's so much coal here, I should consider building this out. Which if I do from the inside, won't be a problem. Impressive. I'll take that fertilizer. Trunk health. Oh, it needs dirt. Yeah, prioritize feeding the trees. Alright, this has gotten too hot. Dial this back. Just disable you and see if it works, and see if you still work. Which priority says bring dirt? Thank you. Like, we have a lot of dirt. What a champion. Yeah, this will allow me to cut out all this coal. It's free copper. Did I ever turn this on? Oh yeah, you guys did good. Look at that. Love free stuff. Alright, let's dig. This east is easiest. Poke our head over here and see what happens. Not quite all the way. Just dig this way and we'll see if that reveals anything. You're saying turn on if you're below 20%? Turn. Stop accepting power when you're at 90-ish. We'll make a more fortified path there once we know what's in here. Make sure it's actually anything useful. Could be a carbon dioxide vent. Could be cold. Something frozen. Or it could be something useful in here. It could be power generation. Or power generation. Something up here. Could run a power line and just have someone do the brain pod. We don't have to play with this puzzle. We can just bust the door down from the other side. Let's look at it. These guys are busy. They're doing stuff, right? And this goes in here. And green when everything is turned on. There you go. Door's open. Need to run power. Is this thing actually powering this? This is powering this. This doesn't care about power. This is just the door. tear this down and walk right in. Yeah, what am I doing? You guys were right on that, okay. That's the case. You guys are really in a building mood. What's over here? Igneous rock. They go to space. Climb. There's free oxygen up there. Go get it. It's negative 40 degrees. They're gonna start to actually freeze. Like, get frostbite and stuff like that. Yeah, the diggers are the ones that have... Like, where? Yeah, Mole Man the Second, where are you? There you are. Oh, you're digging. Yep, as we expected you to be. Still working on cleaning the dorms. Okay. We get any salt? Any brine? Toss it in here. I'll toss it in here, which will toss it in here, which will toss it in there. Good. Water's looking good. We've melted some ice. Trees are looking okay. Bring all frozen piss to the septic tank. There's a lot of good stuff right here. There's coal, there's copper. Let's move this over here. Oops. As I can rotate it, can I stick it on a wall? Put it here and get it all. This way I can cheat and just run the wire right there. If this works, beautiful. I can just collect all of this coal and copper. Removing the buffer of the cold, yeah. Alright, almost there. It should get right on it. This is done. Let's lock that. We'll do one at a time. Come get that one soon enough. Collect anything free we see. These things make cold. Brain pod. Haven't really interacted with the new things they added. I wanted to wait till I have Atmos suits to build the sub-basement, but... the hydrogen just swooshing back and forth inside. That seems healthy. Alright, so... our coal isn't tremendous how much we have. So the goal would be... this guy to come all the way down. Service corridor. Oh, I have a second oxygen diffuser right here. Explains why their carbon's getting pushed to the side. We don't need you anymore. Goodbye. You can be retired. And you, the aluminum space heaters can go. This comes down to here. Will fall out of a chute. Here's the ceiling. Chute falls there. You will be positioned to grab it as it hits the floor. Decorator? Decorator. Cat. Decorator. Cat. Print that cat. Now, where were we? Then I'll have the sweeper pick up the coal. I'm gonna get... the goal would be 4 of these guys. If I do something like this, it'll be able to reach all of them. Now this would make a lot of carbon dioxide. This amount of carbon would require a dedicated box of skimmers, which would be nigh impossible to do because of temperature. I'd have to heat a box a lot and then put skimmers inside, feed water into it that wouldn't freeze. Anyway, let's go. What is this? Or if I just box this off, leave it alone, and say no one ever goes in here? Don't worry about the air tiles. What would happen if I just let all of the carbon dioxide happen? There would be our power room. Could even move the battery to like here, like in the power corridor. Alright, what are we looking at? It is carbon dioxide. Liquid, frozen carbon dioxide. That's exactly what we needed, guys. We'll close this, lock it, and if I ever need a heat sink, I've got something there. It starts dormant, which is awesome. Anyway, the next one. Had no dirt up here. There's igneous rock. Build pathways when I know this will be useful. Like we're gonna come back up here. Yeah, leave room to put a door. Next task. What is this? Yes, it works. I can stick this on the wall. Beautiful. Angry, yucky. Should prioritize heating up the sewage tank. I could do that by changing the wiring? Just making a bunch of sewage. That feels like a pain. How do I heat you up? Without killing my tree. You don't work when you're too wet. Are you so cold? I need this going, or I need to find some source of sheep. If I can find a sheep, I can also get a toilet. Inspect that. Snake made out of enamel. Weird. Any more toys up here? Not yet. We're reaching one. If this isn't doing it, I've had this coal generator running below it for so long. You're just not able to produce heat like enough. Our goal of the remainder of the session will be this. Motorcycle. Motorcycle on 30-degree weather? We're about to hit 100. Road motorcycle. Cloud name. Here they come. Breathe in that chlorine. Just grab some air and go back. Where are you going? Where are you going? No! Your break time. This is cooldown. Analyze this. If I just do it like this. I could try to sneak a wire in to get a mechanical door, so they can zoop here through in here faster. Yeah, like that. Easy enough to keep you on the main, then. You already sealed off, so... Or if this actually starts the backlog, we could put more of these guys over here. I'll have to make it scalable. All the oxygen we have just hanging out. Oh, we can do this. We can turn this on. Let oxygen try to push this carbon down. I have free oxygen over here from these pockets. I'm assuming Mole Man the second was taking a nap. Yeah, that was oxygen here. When's my gold turning back on? Oh, you're not done yet. Let's go... Or Cosmonaut. Get in the brain tube. It's just always happy. Yeah. Nice. No decorator. Look at that barbecue. A lot of free food. Now too cold at the printing pod. I could fit space heater on this line. Almost stolen all of the heat from this volcano. Just want to know what it is. What is it? What is it? What is it? Well, next time we'll find out. Something has come up and we must adjourn. Ant farm will continue. Have enough critters for a third ranch if we need it. Gotta do something about the encroaching cold in the base. It's warmer down here. So cold up here. Next time.